Hey everyone, as a writer, I see a lot of stereotypes about writers get made all the time, a lot of assumptions about writers, and most importantly, a lot of myths about writers get brought up all the time. And so I thought I would kind of showcase what some of those myths are and tell you why they maybe or maybe not be false. So, without getting too much into it, here are 5 myths about being a writer. I must write about you. I got to. Come back. You are my muse. Yes, the myth that all writers have a muse is false. While some people may see inspiration from a muse, inspiration and creativity come from constant work, constant use of your mind, and from everything all around you. It's no one specific thing, especially for me. I don't latch onto one specific person or item. It's kind of like a whole series of events, and then it sparks a whole idea in my mind, and it kind of spirals from there. And so, yeah, the whole idea that writers need a muse is definitely debunked. Time to get hammered. Yes, this is myth number 2 that I am debunking. Not all writers are alcoholics. Like everyone else, writers are human. There are people who happen to be writers who become alcoholics. They become addicted to a lot of things. But it doesn't mean that that's the staple of a writer. This, I'm not even drinking it. It's capped. You know why? Because I hardly drink. It's not that I don't enjoy alcohol at times, you know, and it's not that I don't think there are times when people should be allowed to drink and everything. It's not that. It's just everyone is different when it comes to alcohol or to even vices in general. I personally only drink once in a blue moon, and when I do, you know, it's not hard stuff. I mean, it's not beer or anything, but it's not like, you know, I'm not downing shots or anything, because I don't like that, and it's all about moderation for me personally. So that's why I think number 2, that all writers are alcoholics, is a myth that is totally debunkable. Alright, can't wait to spend them bills. Oh, yes, here is another myth. A myth that is known as writers are vastly rich from previous endeavors, meaning that writers somehow have a fortune stashed away from other ventures before they began their writing careers. This is completely false. I obviously am kind of on the lower middle class level. I'm not rich, you know, and that's fine with me. I don't need to be rich, but I thought it's kind of funny that that's somehow a myth about writers, because most writers come from lower income families. I mean, Stephen King, when he was a little kid, lived in a barn, and he was working as a teacher in an apartment, living in an apartment with his wife when he sold Carrie. I mean, writers don't always come from like high class rich families. That's a very, very easy myth to debunk. This is going to be my best work yet. Yes, myth 4, the assumption that all writers believe their work is the best, is completely false. I can say from experience that writers tend to be their biggest critics. We look in detail over our work. We hardly ever are confident that our work is just so good that it could stand on its 2 feet. We always are looking for outside forces to come in and give us their thoughts, their feelings in approval on our work. So yeah, writers do not always think they're good. Yes, the final myth that I am going to be debunking is actually one that kind of hits close to home. It is a myth, and it is false, that all writers are depressed. However, I can say from experience that a lot of people who are depressed are becoming writers. I personally suffer from depression. It's something that is a part of my life. It sucks, but it's a part of my life. And writing kind of helps me escape from that depression. Depression is a very a weight on your chest. It is very compressing. It kind of always lingers around you, and it threatens to pull you down to the point of no return. It's always there. It's a part of you, and it's a scary thing. Yet I don't ever succumb to depression yet. I mean, I feel the depression, but I don't succumb to that hopelessness that comes with it, simply because I believe that I'm not destined, but I am meant to be a writer, and I believe that my writing gives me not only purpose, but it gives me an escape from the depression. It allows me to be creative. It allows me to get the feelings I have inside out on paper or a computer screen, and it can be a very big driving force, a big motivator. So yes, all writers are depressed is a myth. It is false. Yet I suffer from depression, and it happens to be true in my case. But again, like most things in life, everyone is different, and this is a case-by-case kind of scenario. That does it here for me, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. This was an idea I saw after I saw someone post this in one of my writing groups on Facebook. I thought it was a pretty good idea. So if you guys aren't yet, make sure you follow me in the social media links down below. So if you guys could check out our sponsors, which include BarkBox, Audible.com, The Book Depository, B&H Photo Video, Boho Appeal by Ali, and even more. Check out the links for everything down below in the description box. You can also see our new merch store, Author Anthony Avina merch store. I have 2 items for Void right now, and 1 item called The Many Shades of Charles Ruffington III. If you guys want to see what I'm talking about, click the eye in the sky or check out the link down below. And that's everything, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Give this video a big thumbs up. Like this video, comment on it, favorite it, and share it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And hit the eye in the sky for today's recommended videos up there, I think. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Long days and pleasant nights, my friends.